Hey guys, it's Chloe. I hope you are doing amazing. I don't have much to say in this intro, so let's just get right to talking. Basically, I just want to talk to you guys about leaving a legacy and just what that means and just thinking about what is going to be thought of you when you die. I know it may sound a little bit morbid, but this is a really interesting topic and I want to just kind of have a discussion with you guys about it. I sadly had to attend a funeral this morning. But now, as I'm filming this video, I'm getting ready to go to a type of quinceañera. So in the funeral, we were celebrating the life of a man who had passed away. And tonight, as I go to this type of 15-year-old quinceañera party, we're also celebrating life. So both of these occurrences really just got me thinking about what type of legacy I am leaving here on this earth. I'm a firm believer that everything that we do has eternal significance, and therefore what we do while we're here on this earth with this time that we have here in this world, everything that we do is very important and has a lot of significance. When I went to this funeral this morning, it was incredible to hear all of the kind words that people said about this man who had passed away. There was not a dry eye in the room, and everyone was crying and just so overwhelmed with emotion and sadness of the loss that they have experienced. But yet they were so incredibly joyful and happy to have had the privilege of knowing this man. And just seeing so much care and love in one space, in one room, in one group of people, it just really made me admire this man who had passed away, who I didn't even know very well. The funeral really focused on celebrating his life. And that's what I'm going to be doing tonight, but I'm celebrating the life of my dear friend who's turning 15. So life has just been on my mind a lot recently, just the idea of mortality and just the impact that we have while we're here on this earth. Basically, I'm making this video to encourage you and me and anyone who sees this video just to be more intentional and be more purposeful in your everyday life. Leaving a legacy isn't about self-glorification. I don't mean to be spreading the idea of you need to glorify yourself and people need to remember you and your name, but I mean leaving a legacy in the sense that people see God through what you did while you were here on earth. That people remember how the Lord worked within you and through you. So with that said, I want to give you some tips on how to live a life of significance and to live a life that leads with a legacy. My first tip is that you live purposefully and live with intention. This is a tip that I have received from many people, but just the idea of making sure that you don't just go through the motions every single day of your life, but that you are living with passion and that you're living with intention and that you're constantly seeking out relationships, building relationships with people, impacting people, showing love to others, showing kindness to others, and not just sitting back on the sidelines and watching life happen to other people, but that you happen to people and that your life means something because you have helped others and you have cared for others and shown God's love to other people. My second tip is to seek humility and to strive to be humble in all that you do. Matthew 23:12 says, "For whoever exalts himself will be humbled, and whoever humbles himself will be exalted." That is just such a crazy idea. Humility is super weird because as soon as you think that you have it, you've lost it. God really loves a humble heart. Humility was explained to me in this way many, many years ago. Humility is not thinking less of yourself, but it's thinking of yourself less. It is important to know your worth in the Lord. It's important to know who you are and to know the gifts that God has given you, but be humble about it and don't put yourself first. And my final tip for leaving a legacy with your life is it was in all the other tips, but this is kind of just like wrapping it up, putting a bow on it, finishing it all up. Just put others first. Most importantly, put God first. So seek the Lord in all that you do and try to pursue Him. Pursue Him relentlessly as He pursues us. And through that, show His love to every single person you come in contact with. Whether that's the cashier at Walmart or it's someone on your sports team or someone in your workplace, don't be ashamed of who you are and who you know. By who you know, I mean don't be ashamed of the Lord. Because His love is better than anything that anyone has ever experienced. He is the ultimate love. He is the ultimate sacrifice. He is the ultimate truth. And if you are just willing enough to be humble and just to show that to other people, I guarantee that you will leave a legacy that is glorifying to God. So in conclusion, I just want to encourage you guys to really think about how valuable life is, that you don't know when you're going to die, and that every day is numbered, but that God knows fully and just knows when He's going to take you from this earth. So find confidence in that and find rest in that, in knowing that you don't have control over your life, but that's such a beautiful thing. When you learn to let go and to relish in the value of the life that God has given you, even when you're faced with death and even when you're faced with the celebration of life, but just to be consistent in knowing that God has blessed you with a life here on earth and that you need to make the most of it for His glory, not for your glory, not for your name, not for your fame, but for His fame and for His name. So I encourage you today to learn to live life with a legacy in mind, to live life with eternity in mind, and just to bless others and be kind to others and to love others as God does. All right, so that was all that I have for you guys today on this beautiful Thursday that I am uploading this video. I hope that you have an absolutely amazing week. Make it great, make it amazing, be kind, show love. I will see you guys back here next Thursday for another brand new video. Have an absolutely wonderful week. Bye!